Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to Daily Dose of English. I'm Tom, your friendly English coach, and I'm so excited you're here today. You know what? Today is going to be special, really special, because by the end of this episode, you'll be able to have natural, confident conversations about your daily life in English. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks you in English, "How was your day?" and your mind just goes blank? You know the words, but they won't come out. Well, my friend, that changes today. We're going to practice together, step by step, word by word, until talking about your day becomes as easy as breathing. In this episode, we'll learn essential vocabulary for daily activities, master useful phrases and chunks that native speakers actually use, practice real conversations through shadowing, and build your confidence with fun storytelling exercises. Plus, I'll share a secret technique that helped me learn 3 languages. Are you curious? Good. Let's begin this journey together. But first, remember this, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice. Every mistake is a step forward. Every word you speak is progress. So relax, grab a cup of tea or coffee, and let's make English a natural part of your life. All right, let's start with the basics. When we talk about our day, we need vocabulary for different times and activities. I'll teach you the words, then we'll practice them together using shadowing. Remember, shadowing means you repeat after me, copying my rhythm and tone. Let's begin with morning vocabulary. Listen carefully. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 7 o'clock. Now you repeat. My alarm clock rings loudly. My alarm clock rings loudly. Now you repeat. I stretch my arms and yawn. I stretch my arms and yawn. Now you repeat. Good. Now let's learn some bathroom vocabulary. I brush my teeth carefully. I brush my teeth carefully. Now you repeat. I take a warm shower. I take a warm shower. Now you repeat. I wash my hair with shampoo. I wash my hair with shampoo. Now you repeat. Excellent, you're doing great. Now here's a little cultural note. In many English-speaking countries, people often shower in the morning to wake up and feel fresh. But in other cultures, evening showers are more common. Isn't it interesting how habits change around the world? Let's continue with breakfast vocabulary. I make fresh coffee. I make fresh coffee. Now you repeat. I eat toast with butter. I eat toast with butter. Now you repeat. Sometimes I have cereal with milk. Sometimes I have cereal with milk. Now you repeat. Now let's practice a longer sentence. I'll break it into parts first. In the morning. In the morning. Now you repeat. I always check my phone. I always check my phone. Now you repeat. For messages and emails. For messages and emails. Now you repeat. Now the full sentence. In the morning, I always check my phone for messages and emails. In the morning, I always check my phone for messages and emails. Now you repeat. Perfect. See how breaking long sentences into chunks makes them easier? This is the secret to natural speaking. Now, my friends, let me share something important. Native speakers don't build sentences word by word. They use chunks, groups of words that naturally go together. Learning chunks will make you sound more fluent immediately. Let's practice some morning chunks. I'm running late. I'm running late. Now you repeat. This phrase means you don't have much time. You're almost late. Very useful. I need to hurry up. I need to hurry up. Now you repeat. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. Now you repeat. This means you don't like waking up early. Many people feel this way. Let's practice work-related chunks. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm stuck in traffic. Now you repeat. I have a busy day ahead. I have a busy day ahead. Now you repeat. I'm working from home today. I'm working from home today. Now you repeat. Now here's a funny expression. I need coffee to function. I need coffee to function. Now you repeat. This means you can't work properly without coffee. Many people say this as a joke, but sometimes it feels very true. Let's learn some afternoon phrases. I'm taking a lunch break. I'm taking a lunch break. Now you repeat. I'm swamped with work. I'm swamped with work. Now you repeat. Swamped means very, very busy, like you're drowning in work. Let me grab a quick bite. Let me grab a quick bite. Now you repeat. This means to eat something quickly. Now let's look at some grammar patterns we use when talking about our day. Don't worry, I'll keep it simple and practical. Present simple for routines. I usually wake up early. I usually wake up early. Now you repeat. She always drinks coffee. She always drinks coffee. Now you repeat. We never skip breakfast. We never skip breakfast. Now you repeat. Present continuous for what's happening now. I'm drinking tea right now. I'm drinking tea right now. Now you repeat. They're having a meeting. They're having a meeting. Now you repeat. He's working late tonight. He's working late tonight. Now you repeat. Past simple for yesterday. I woke up late yesterday. I woke up late yesterday. Now you repeat. She forgot her lunch. She forgot her lunch. Now you repeat. We had pizza for dinner. We had pizza for dinner. Now you repeat. Here's a tip. When talking about your day, mix these tenses naturally. Don't think too hard about rules. Just focus on the meaning. All right, now let's put everything together with some real conversations. I'll be person A, and you'll practice being person B. Ready? Person A. Good morning. How are you today? Person B. I'm good, thanks. Just a bit tired. I'm good, thanks. Just a bit tired. Now you repeat. Person A. Oh, why are you tired? Person B. I stayed up late watching Netflix. I stayed up late watching Netflix. Now you repeat. Person A. I know that feeling. What are you watching? Person B. A new series about cooking. A new series about cooking. Now you repeat. Great job. Now let's try a workplace conversation. Person A. Hey, do you have time for coffee? Person B. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Now you repeat. Person A. No problem. Maybe later? Person B. Yeah, how about a 3? Yeah, how about a 3? Now you repeat. Person A. Perfect. See you then. Person B. Sounds good. See you later. Sounds good. See you later. Now you repeat. Excellent. You're having real conversations already. Now let's practice building sentences step by step. This technique will help you speak more fluently. Start simple. I work. I work. Now you repeat. Add where. I work in an office. I work in an office. Now you repeat. Add when. I work in an office every day. I work in an office every day. Now you repeat. Add details. I work in an office every day from 9 to 5. I work in an office every day from 9 to 5. Now you repeat. See how we built that sentence? Let's try another. I eat. I eat. Now you repeat. I eat lunch. I eat lunch. Now you repeat. I eat lunch at noon. I eat lunch at noon. Now you repeat. I usually eat lunch at noon with my colleagues. I usually eat lunch at noon with my colleagues. Now you repeat. This is how fluent speakers think. They add layers of information naturally. Storytelling section. Morning routine. Story. Now let me tell you a story about my typical morning. Listen first, then we'll practice together. Every morning my day starts the same way. My alarm goes off at 6:30, but I always hit the snooze button. Just 5 more minutes, I tell myself. But those 5 minutes turn into 15, and suddenly I'm running late again. Let's practice this opening. My alarm goes off at 6:30. My alarm goes off at 6:30. Now you repeat. I always hit the snooze button. I always hit the snooze button. Now you repeat. Just 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. Now you repeat. When I finally get up, I stumble to the bathroom like a zombie. I splash cold water on my face. That wakes me up fast. Then I brush my teeth while checking my phone. Multitasking, right? Let's practice. I stumble to the bathroom. I stumble to the bathroom. Now you repeat. Like a zombie. Like a zombie. Now you repeat. I splash cold water on my face. I splash cold water on my face. Now you repeat. For breakfast, I keep it simple. Toast, eggs and coffee. Lots of coffee. My wife always laughs at me because I talk to my coffee maker. Come on, brew faster, I say. Hey, we all have our morning rituals. Practice with me. I keep it simple. I keep it simple. Now you repeat. Toast, eggs and coffee. Toast, eggs and coffee. Now you repeat. Come on, brew faster. Come on, brew faster. Now you repeat. Storytelling section. A busy workday. Let me share another story about a particularly busy day at work. Last Tuesday was one of those days. You know the kind. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I arrived at the office and realised I forgot my laptop at home. Can you imagine? A software developer without a laptop. Let's practice. Last Tuesday was one of those days. Last Tuesday was one of those days. Now you repeat. Everything that could go wrong. Everything that could go wrong. Now you repeat. Did go wrong. Did go wrong. Now you repeat. I forgot my laptop at home. I forgot my laptop at home. Now you repeat. My colleague Sarah saved the day. She had a spare laptop I could use. But then the coffee machine broke. No coffee on a busy day? That's a disaster. We ended up walking to the cafe across the street. Sometimes a little break is exactly what you need. Practice these phrases. Sarah saved the day. Sarah saved the day. Now you repeat. She had a spare laptop. She had a spare laptop. Now you repeat. The coffee machine broke. The coffee machine broke. Now you repeat. That's a disaster. That's a disaster. Now you repeat. Now let's practice expressing how we feel about our day. This makes conversations more interesting and personal. I'm exhausted but satisfied. I'm exhausted but satisfied. Now you repeat. Today was challenging but rewarding. Today was challenging but rewarding. Now you repeat. I feel accomplished. I feel accomplished. Now you repeat. I'm stressed about tomorrow. I'm stressed about tomorrow. Now you repeat. I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait for the weekend. Now you repeat. Here's how to talk about good days. Everything went smoothly. Everything went smoothly. Now you repeat. I was productive all day. I was productive all day. Now you repeat. Time flew by quickly. Time flew by quickly. Now you repeat. And for not so good days, it was one thing after another. It was one thing after another. Now you repeat. Nothing went according to plan. Nothing went according to plan. Now you repeat. I need a vacation. I need a vacation. Now you repeat. Cultural corner. Small talk about your day. In English-speaking cultures, people often ask, "How was your day?" As a friendly greeting, they don't always expect a detailed answer. Here are some natural responses. Pretty good, thanks. Pretty good, thanks. Now you repeat. Can't complain. Can't complain. Now you repeat. Busy as usual. Busy as usual. Now you repeat. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. Now you repeat. If someone asks for more details, then you can share your story. But these short answers keep conversations flowing naturally. Weekends are special, so let's learn vocabulary for leisure time. I sleep in on Saturdays. I sleep in on Saturdays. Now you repeat. Sleep in means to wake up later than usual. Such a wonderful feeling. I do the laundry. I do the laundry. Now you repeat. I go grocery shopping. I go grocery shopping. Now you repeat. I binge watch TV shows. I binge watch TV shows. Now you repeat. Binge watch means to watch many episodes in a row. We've all done it. I catch up with friends. I catch up with friends. Now you repeat. I meal prep for the week. I meal prep for the week. Now you repeat. Weekend conversation starters. Any plans for the weekend? Any plans for the weekend? Now you repeat. How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Now you repeat. Did you do anything fun? Did you do anything fun? Now you repeat. I just relaxed at home. I just relaxed at home. Now you repeat. Let's complete our day with evening vocabulary. I get home around 6. I get home around 6. Now you repeat. I change into comfortable clothes. I change into comfortable clothes. Now you repeat. I cook dinner. I cook dinner. Now you repeat. I watch the news. I watch the news. Now you repeat. I wind down with a book. I wind down with a book. Now you repeat. Wind down means to relax and prepare for sleep. I set my alarm for tomorrow. I set my alarm for tomorrow. Now you repeat. I go to bed around 11. I go to bed around 11. Now you repeat. Now let's practice describing a complete day. I'll tell you about my yesterday, then you can think about yours. Yesterday was a typical Wednesday. I woke up at 6:30, had a quick shower, and grabbed coffee and toast for breakfast. The morning commute was smooth. No traffic jams, thankfully. At work I had 3 meetings and finished a big project. Lunch was quick, just a sandwich at my desk. The afternoon flew by because I was so focused. After work I went to the gym for 45 minutes. Then I picked up some groceries and headed home. I made pasta for dinner while listening to a podcast. In the evening, I video called my parents, watched 2 episodes of my favourite show, and was in bed by 10:30. It was a good, productive day. Now let's practice key parts. Yesterday was a typical Wednesday. Yesterday was a typical Wednesday. Now you repeat. The morning commute was smooth. The morning commute was smooth. Now you repeat. The afternoon flew by. The afternoon flew by. Now you repeat. It was a good, productive day. It was a good, productive day. Now you repeat. Let me share some common mistakes learners make when talking about their day. Instead of I wake up at 7 o'clock, say I wake up at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 7 o'clock. Now you repeat. Instead of I am eat breakfast, say I eat breakfast, I eat breakfast. Now you repeat. Instead of yesterday I am going to work, say yesterday I went to work, yesterday I went to work. Now you repeat. Remember, present simple doesn't use am, is, are with action verbs. Let's practice a longer office conversation. Sarah. Morning, Tom, you look tired. Tom. Yeah, I didn't sleep well. Yeah, I didn't sleep well. Now you repeat. Sarah. Too much coffee yesterday. Tom. Actually, my neighbours were noisy. Actually, my neighbours were noisy. Now you repeat. Sarah. Oh, that's annoying. Did you talk to them? Tom. Not yet. I'll do it tonight. Not yet. I'll do it tonight. Now you repeat. Sarah. Good luck. Hey, are you free for lunch? Tom. Sure. Where should we go? Sure. Where should we go? Now you repeat. Sarah. How about that new Thai place? Tom. Sounds perfect. What time? Sounds perfect. What time? Now you repeat. Time management vocabulary. Being able to talk about time management is crucial. I'm running behind schedule. I'm running behind schedule. Now you repeat. I need to prioritize my tasks. I need to prioritize my tasks. Now you repeat. I have back-to-back meetings. I have back-to-back meetings. Now you repeat. I'm trying to meet a deadline. I'm trying to meet a deadline. Now you repeat. I need to manage my time better. I need to manage my time better. Now you repeat. Wow, my friends. Look how much we've learned today. You can now. Describe your morning, afternoon, and evening routines. Use natural chunks and phrases like native speakers. Have simple conversations about your day. Express your feelings about different situations. Avoid common grammar mistakes. Let's do one final practice with our most useful phrases. How was your day? How was your day? Now you repeat. Pretty busy but good. Pretty busy but good. Now you repeat. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Now you repeat. Same time tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Now you repeat. Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to the weekend. Now you repeat. Before we finish, here's your practice plan. Every morning, describe what you're doing in English, even just in your head. Use the phrases we learned today in real conversations. Practice shadowing with this video for 10 minutes daily. Record yourself once a week to track your progress. And most importantly, be patient and kind to yourself. Remember my secret technique I mentioned at the beginning? It's this: consistency beats intensity. 5 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Make English a daily habit, not a weekly chore. My wonderful learners, you've done an amazing job today. I'm so proud of your dedication. Remember, every time you practice, you're one step closer to natural, confident English. If this lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Daily Dose of English. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. And comment below. Tell me about your day in English. I read every comment and love seeing your progress. Next week, we'll learn how to talk about your hobbies and free time activities. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. You're doing something incredible by learning English, and I'm honoured to be part of your journey. This is Tom from Daily Dose of English saying, your English is getting better every day. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.